You are so in luck. You get two different versions of me right now. I've got the Zoom meeting up. Let me get you that URL actually, and I'll put that in the chat so people can join. And then I'll get rid of me in the Zoom call, which will make a ton of sense, way more sense than it looks right now. But I wanted to feature the people that are on the Zoom call because the fact of the matter is I'm out a usual co-host. I'm missing a co-host, and so I think we're going to give some more screen time to the folks who are in the Zoom call tonight. They're going to be a little bit more like my co-host rather than just like the peanut gallery usually. All right, so we've got people in there and I can hide. That's good. Now you get to see the one version of me. That's important. It looks like did I not put in Thursday's points? I didn't. All right. Well, while you're all filtering in, I have to make sure that everybody gets their points. It's very important. I have heard rumor that we're going to have a very entertaining Karen today. So that's exciting because I've heard that drunk Karen is joining us today. What's that? There was someone singing just for a second. Who was singing? Melissa has joined us. Melissa's usually not on. Trey is here. And we have kittens, which is very exciting. Our kitten cam. Hello, Melissa. I have to wave up there for my Zoom folks. It's a different camera. You have, and Trey is actually bike riding. This is great. There's so many things happening. Kittens and bike riding. We have drunken Karen. We've got all of the best things that are possible in life.
Yeah, no, I sobered up a little bit from the news that the stimulus talks fell through, and Trump is probably about to do a live announcement that he's going to executive order parts of
it. All right, well, we'll see how that goes. That's exciting. I'm not sure how that comes together, but you know what? That is for people who are doing things that I don't do. I do coding things. I do funny things. Today I'm going to do some of the scoring things. I don't pass stimulus. It's just not a thing I do. So I assume that they've all got...
apparently Congress doesn't either.
Yeah, so they know better than I guess. Yeah. I don't know. What's that, Craig?
I was just bamming that.
Bam!
Bam!
All right. Thank you, Emerald. I appreciate you're here today with us. We've got a ton of people on today. This is great. So let's roll in and take a look at, let's see, today. Let's look at our first points first of all. Our first points. Who is here? We've got Danny. And Danny was first. 3 points to Danny. Karen came in second, but thought she was first, but then realized she was second and gets the 2 points. And then let's see, Shaggy is third. Well done, Shaggy. Came in, nailed it. Nico just missed it. 4 seconds too slow, unfortunately. But we've got Septic here. How's your week been, Septic? I feel like us talking about Congress not doing things really doesn't matter to you all that much. So you're fine over there. Craig is here. And Shaggy is going to stimulate us all, I think he's willing to do that, is what he's saying. If anybody needs some stimulation, he is going to stimulate you with his package. That's I don't know what that means. I assume that's an economical thing, economy. I'm not good with, like macroeconomics, which I assume that's what his package is. I'm trying to be generous. It seems rude to say micro. All right, so let's see. Who else is here? Obviously, Melissa is here. We can see her for... Is this the first time you've been on the meeting, Melissa? I feel like it is.
I think so.
First time you've been on the show. This is exciting. Yep. This is good. Everybody going outside their comfort zones. I appreciate it because I don't have my co-host, so I'm going to rely on all of you. As you can see, our main view now is going to have all of you up there like the Brady Bunch. So it's going to be, we're going to have questions with you alongside of them. So while I'm scoring things, you can like chat about it and explain to everyone, you know, how bad the question is and how it's probably wrong, which seems to be the theme this week. Let's see. So Smiles is here. Mordecai is here. And who else am I missing? Anyone? Ian got here. His first, like, 11th. And I think that's about it. It's actually 10, exactly 10. I've got, I missed Trey. Trey is the other one. Trey also gets on here. So 11. I thought that there was 11. So I've got Danny, Karen, Shaggy, Nico, Septic, Craig, Melissa, Diana, Mordecai, Ian, and Trey. So, so there you go. Those are all the folks I've got. If I'm missing anyone, 9 of them are on the meeting. So there's obviously 10 people here. All we have to have is one person not on the meeting. And although I believe that Nico and Mordecai have just added another user who is their kittens. So I don't know how that counts or not. We'll see if the kittens answer any of the questions. That's really what we're going to be wondering.
You're here to console us when we miss the answer.
oh, they're therapy kittens. I love it.
Yeah, they are so cute.
They're emotional support kittens. All right, this means we can get.
We're all excited, but
What's there?
It's like the emotional support peacock.
Yeah, where do you get that? Where's the emotional support peacock?
get it in Delaware. You know this, Keith.
Oh, that's true. I thought that was the morning alarm peacock.
It's the same thing.
All right, so we have enough people to get started. So let's do it. Question number 1. All right. Question number 1 is... Glossectomy is the removal of all or part of which body part? I probably have said that incorrectly. However, it is on the screen so you can read it. Glossectomy, I believe, is how I would say that. We know the ectomy part is the removal bit. So I assume that it's just getting rid of anything that is shiny on your body. Anything glossy. Or if you have glasses, maybe that's what it is. You're getting, when you go and get your eyes done. Let's see. We've got a lot of different answers coming in. This is good. All right. I'm gonna go start scoring things. People in the meeting, co-host, go.
Does anybody else Google after the answer?
Yeah.
I'm too impatient to wait for the end. That whole 60 seconds.
Oh yeah, that you're like, I need to know now because I'm not sure. That
Yep.
was correct, and so I want to make sure. All right, I'm going over to the chat so that we can. I have to go do Facebook too.
I mean, I just Google Laura Baird shit all the time, so.
I find it that it's a lot more productive if you do it before you answer. That's
That's
what
fun though.
Yes. I mean, it's against
That's
the
not
rules.
fair.
But
Eating it free trivia doesn't really matter.
I already have the T-shirt. Who cares?
I mean, my take is that I have to do it to get the questions. Oh yeah, that you're like, I need to know. It's against the
not
rules.
Yeah,
fair.
and
But-
obviously no spoilers, but it is exactly as disgusting as you might think.
I mean, Technically,
my
my
take is
head
that
is like
I
a
have to do it
human
to get the-
Google, so I just.
I'm trying to go
Remember.
into Facebook and oh, here we go. All right, got it. I was like trying to like turn off the volume and it wouldn't let me.
It's so dark. I might have to move.
You're gonna have to move. You have to go.
My background's too light.
I
Oh,
feel
wait.
like a new house isn't gonna help though. All right, so we're done on Facebook as well. I definitely didn't have time to do all of the scoring, so I'm just gonna go down the top here. And the first person who got an answer in is Nico, and Nico says it's your tongue, which is interesting. Karen also said tongue. And let's see, it looks like Nico said tongue twice, just in case you have 2 tongues.
I spelled it wrong the first time.
Oh, oh yes. I try to ignore that as best I can, so that
Thanks.
Or if you
That
have
was
a
real
forked
bad that
tongue.
time. I was like, oh damn.
I get, but I can see that. That like if somebody were to misspell tongue, that's probably how you'd misspell it. If you're just
Yeah.
sounding it out, it would look like that.
Yeah.
Shaggy went with the eyes. Danny also went tongue. It does look like a lot of people are going around tongue. Ian says lip gloss, and Craig says toenails. That's very unfortunate. Lose all your toenails. Septic says your tonsils. Mordecai went with tongue. Trey also said tongue, while also riding a bike, which is pretty impressive. And Smiles and Melissa said eyes. The correct answer, everybody, is tongue. I don't know why it's called gloss. I don't know. I'm not sure. That does make me think Glastonbury is a totally different thing than I thought. It is a tongueberry.
It's probably a Latin thing.
It probably is. I'm not sure where that comes from. Like, I don't see gloss used for like tongue stuff otherwise.
Glossary.
Oh, I guess the answer for speaking. That's not a bad one. Okay. I guess you could hit on a woman and be like, you want to go back to my place and we could gloss some things over? Right? Is that... No? That's not going to work? Craig says that maybe
I
not.
mean, I would use that pickup line, but I'm a geek.
All right, fair enough. We'll move on to question number 2. Question number 2 is, who authored the Hunger Games book series? Any of the books, honestly. If you just pick one of the books, it's probably going to be the right person. You don't have to know the whole series because it's probably the same person. They didn't switch it up in the middle of it. If anybody has noticed, Shaggy is joining us from Epcot Center, which we appreciate quite a bit. Let's see. We have, some interesting ones. We have Glenn Glottis is part of the tongue. Oh, interesting. From glottal. Glottal and gloss seem very different, though. C.S. Lewis, that I didn't know about. I was aware of his, I think he did The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, the Chronicles of Narnia, right? But I didn't know that he also did the Hunger Games. He was very prolific, is what it sounds like.
He also stole my name.
Did he?
I too am C.S. Lewis.
Is
Every
he...
English teacher in my entire life has thought they're the first one to make that joke.
Are you also is he also a Craig? Do you know that? Not sure. We will have to look that up.
Can that be question number 3?
Is that question number? No, it isn't question number 3.
I'm betting it's Charles.
You think? What do you say? You think it's a Charles?
I'm betting Charles.
Oh, all right. We're doing a betting thing. That's good.
Live
betting, just in real time. Whatever you think it might be.
Clive.
Oh, you're going with Clive. Oh,
Clive Staples Lewis. That is the most made-up name I have ever heard.
That's legitimately what it is?
That's his legitimate name.
Wow. All right. That's pretty crazy. All right, time's up over on Facebook as well.
Is it down? Can you still hear it?
I think Septic was hoping that it would be Charles, but he says it's the imposter Charles. All right, so from the top, we had C.S. Lewis, Suzanne Collins, Anne Rice, a lot of Suzanne Collins, Damian Rice, who I believe is a musician, not an author. I could be wrong. Very talented guy, though. Do enjoy some of his music. Oh, good. We have a new person. Eilman. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and views on bigfollows.com. There's no way I'm doing that. Just so you know, Eilman, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're an asshole. That's just the fact. Don't know what to tell you. That's got it. That's a scam, is what that is. Just I'm not sure if you're getting free advertisement, but I just want to let people know if you're watching this, don't ever fall for that stuff. That's terrible. because those are all like fake accounts and things like that then disappear, and then you've spent hundreds of dollars and you're no better off than you did. Sustainability, that's what you need to do.
Lie on the internet?
What? People lying on the internet and trying to take advantage of other people? That doesn't seem like the internet. Ian says it's Coco S. Lewis. Is that true? Does anyone know? Danny's quite certain it's not. All right, so the correct answer, Suzanne Collins, is actually the right answer. So let's see. Let me double check and make sure I got all of the correct folks. I saw a very hungry person. I guess I should give style points. A very hungry person writing the Hunger Games seems like a style point. And rice, that's a type of food, so maybe that should count as a style point. And Damien Rice, not even an author. I can't give you a style point for an unauthor. That makes no sense. But let's see. And then Craig had C.S. Lewis. Ian said crazy things. Septic and Shaggy said crazy things. So they don't get points. Danny gets the 2 points from that. And we will move to question number 3. All right. So question number 3 is, how many hearts does an octopus have? How many hearts does an octopus have? This is not a closest question. You got to nail this one. We know that they have 8 legs, right? 8 tentacles. We know they have 10 tickles. That's how many times you tickle them. And how many hearts do they have? Maybe it's 1? Maybe they have 1 heart. It is a Friday. It could be a little tricky. Craig has changed his picture to just Abraham Lincoln saying, don't believe everything you read on the internet just because there's a picture with a quote next to it. Abraham Lincoln. My favorite quote, and I don't know if I've shared this with everyone before, but over near me, there is a Taco Bell. And if you go through the drive-thru, I feel like I've seen this in other Taco Bells too. There's a little sticker that says like, people not in vehicles, people who are not in vehicles will not be served, or something like that, right? Like it's a rule that you have to be in a car to be in the drive-thru. But the weird thing is it's in quotes, which is like a weird thing to have. Like that's what my manager says. Like I'm good with it, but like, so I just want to roll around like to all of the like Taco Bells and just put another sticker underneath it that just says like Thomas Jefferson, you know? So it's like, oh, well, if he says it, then obviously.
I almost walked through a drive-thru once at like 1 a.m. in the morning in Milwaukee when I was slightly drunk.
Oh, okay.
But I called an Uber and asked them to drive me through, and they're like, we normally don't do that. I'm like, I will pay you a really good tip if you just drive me through.
I will drive me through a drive-thru. Did you meet them at the front of the drive-thru and then get out at the end of the drive-thru?
No, they drove me back to the hotel to like.
Oh, okay. It'd be
like,
way funnier.
I offered to buy him something too. He's like, no. I'm like, are you sure?
He's angry. That's so funny. Ugh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I fell for it again. This is terrible. All right. Looks like time is up over on Facebook as well, as you might expect. Eventually, all things must come to an end. Ian wants to know if it's an African or European laden octopus, which doesn't matter. And then Trey says 0 hearts and as a question, and Nico just put a question mark at one point. She's just asking it back. I don't know. How many are there? Are there 2? I'm going to go with 2. They said, yeah, the person who made the question said 2, so I'm good with 2. All right. So that is not the correct answer. It is not 2. It is actually 3. 3 is the correct answer. Forgot to throw the time is up over here, but we had all answered. So Danny was the first one to get that in. Melissa and Mordecai and Smiles all get points on that one. Congratulations. 3 hearts. Can you imagine that?
So is it like 3 full hearts, like one of our hearts, or is it like 3 lobes just like separated?
No, I understand that you think that I researched this, but I didn't in any way at all. It just said 3 hearts. So I appreciate the
This is a
conversation.
well, actually, Keith situation.
Yes. I assume it's like 3 actual hearts, 3 separate hearts. So like if they met, like if a oh, somebody's echoing. Hold on. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, there's another Shaggy. There's 2 Shaggies. That's the problem. So my guess is that, for instance, if an octopus were to go to a Bon Jovi concert, they would have to sing "Shot Through the Heart, Heart, Heart," and "You're too," right? They'd have to be like that. That's my guess, but I don't know for sure.
Basically, they have 3 hearts, and each heart is responsible for pumping blood to different parts of their body.
Melissa knows. We should have just asked her from the beginning. Because, oh, it's a
Just waiting
marine.
for my time. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's a marine animal. Why are we even speculating? Well done, Melissa. Thank you for that. So there we go. That is it. They're very difficult to shoot. If you're trying to shoot them in the heart, you got to get them 3 times. It's tough. You have to aim a lot.
Oh my god, vampire squid are practically immortal then.
Right? No, you have to somehow sneak up on them, get a stake through each of their hearts before they die. It's almost impossible, and they can fit through just about anything. I don't know if you have to welcome them into your home because they can just slide in through any crack. So I'm not sure how the rules are on that. I will say that they are also afraid of garlic, but that's because they're delicious with garlic. That's why. All right. So where's Emily? I don't know where Emily is. I'm not sure. Let's move on to question number 4. Question number 4. Question number 4 is, in which year was the Microsoft XP operating system released? We've got some nerds in here. I think this could happen. Not a closest question. We need the year that Windows XP was released. All right. That's tough. I think we could all get Windows 95, right? I feel that would have been pretty easy. That's more of a Monday question, right? But Windows XP. Let's see if anybody is able to get that one. This is going to be a special wheelhouse, I have to say. Not sure if a lot of people check the release cycle of Microsoft. It's not some, like when you do Macs, people are really excited when Macs are coming out, but not so many people. Oh, a new version of Windows are coming out. Mark the calendar. Definitely want to be there for that one. Can't wait for the announcement.
Are
it
they even naming Windows anymore?
Are they
Like,
are they
now that
naming
it's just
it?
continuously updating?
No, we have Windows 10. We're on Windows 10. Right?
Now you just
Forever?
need to know so you know when things go haywire. That's
Yeah,
all.
right. You need to have a name for them so you know which one's the skip. Right? All right, so a lot of people
When to
answered
set
on.
up the download. Ugh.
Yeah, well,
Pretty
you
sure
know that
Windows
you
7 is no longer being supported.
yeah, you know that you skip that for like as long as you possibly can, right? Everyone does that. It says like there's an update. Would you like to delay it or do you want to do it now? And you go like delay until the delay button goes away and you're like, "Fuck, all right. Fine. I guess if I don't want to get hacked, I will do this." 3 months ago. Missing perhaps the whole point of the update, which is staying up to date, which you're not doing. All right, so let's see. We've got a lot of different answers. 1998, 1999. That there was a party that year, I assume. 2001, which is kind of an odyssey, and 1964, says Ian, which I think every year might be 1964 for Ian, I think is what the trick is there. So somewhere between 1998 and 2001 is what people are mainly feeling. And the correct answer is 2001. Yeah, Nico got that one first. Ian, Trey says that it was not installed on HAL that year, though. That's something important to keep in mind. Yeah, that is true.
I knew it was one side of 2000. I just couldn't remember because I knew we had 98 and we had Windows 2000.
Yeah.
So I
Right.
knew it was on one of the sides. I just,
When was Millennium Edition? Nobody cares because it was terrible. Did you ever see the meme where they combined Windows CE, which is the mobile? There was one of the first mobile attempts. They combined Windows CE with Windows Millennium Edition and Windows NT, and they got Windows Cement. Yeah, it's good. It
I
definitely,
remember the candy we had.
yeah, it freezes up on you, definitely. Solidifies. All right, let's go to question number 5.
Oh, kittens have been awoken.
Oh, this is so exciting. All right,
All right, I'll be back.
all right, sounds good. Question 5. Which U.S. state was Joe Exotic, a.k.a. the Tiger King's GW Zoo based? In which state was all of that drama and insanity based? We need to know if you wanted to go see Joe Exotic while they were filming Joe Exotic or Tiger King. Where would you have to go? All right, lots of answers in. What do the people on the meeting think?
I was actually talking about this with one of my coworkers today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like he just mentioned out of the blue, do you remember Tiger King? It's like I completely forgot about that.
It feels like
That
a
was the
year
beginning
ago.
of the
It feels
pandemic.
like it happened forever ago.
Yeah, it feels like so long ago, and it was during this pandemic.
It predates Windows XP.
I'm voting. I'm just voting. I have not seen the Tiger King.
Oh,
Neither
you
I
have
have
I.
any interest in seeing the Tiger King.
Nope.
I have too much going on in my life to sit down and watch the Tiger King.
you are both very, very lucky and very missing out. It's a combination.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
I'm with Dan.
I got
have no
I got
interest.
halfway through the first episode and
Terrible.
I just
Wait,
wasn't.
there's more than one episode of this?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
Oh yeah,
series.
it's a series.
It's a
I thought it was
series.
like a documentary for 2 hours and you're done.
No, it's like
Oh,
no, it's like a
It's a
season.
documentary done in
They
pieces.
actually made a series of that?
Yeah.
It's a long story.
What sick-minded person would make a whole series of the Tiger King?
well, if you knew someone who was eaten by a tiger, you'd make a documentary as well.
That's true. It's the right thing to do. That's all.
And I will say in the 30 minutes I watched, I absolutely believe any of them could have killed a man.
Oh yeah.
Carol
No.
Baskin definitely did it though.
It's Carol Baskin.
Yeah, I think yeah, it was amazing just to see like how, because every like subset of people have like weird bad people in them, right? Like there's congressmen who are weird bad people. There are garbage men who are weird bad people. There are supermodels who
There
are
are
weird.
ministers who are cult leaders.
Yeah.
And
There are cats. One of them is kicking the other one in the face.
Yeah, see, they're
Happy Bear.
so they are that exists, right? But it's amazing because at no point in time did they go, and here's another person who owns lions who's completely normal. Like it was just it just kept snowballing, and it was like, it's all of you. There is
terrible.
something where you transition from a normal human being and you go, I should get a tiger. And then you're just off the cliff and you are a crazy person.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was a 1-to-1 ratio like that. There's two types of people that hang out with tigers: people who work at zoos and insane people. That's it. Like that's
That's
apparently.
all of them.
All right. So, at least according to my notes, no one got this right. No one. Lots of Georgias. Lots of
I think it was
Georgias.
Tennessee or something, right? I
The
can't
first
remember.
person who guessed Georgia hasn't seen it. and then people voted off of that person. It seems
The
like
second person who said Georgia hasn't seen it.
yeah. It basically was led by two people who haven't seen it. And everyone was like, they probably
Georgia,
know.
That's not right, but I don't remember where it was, so I'm just gonna go with that.
Is he Florida man?
Yeah,
Joe
what?
Exotic Florida man.
I mean, I'm surprised no Florida showed up. That's amazing to me.
Yeah.
Which we are definitely a herd here. There's a pack mentality. Two people said Georgia, and everyone was like, that seems right. How could it be anything else? And the correct answer is Oklahoma, actually.
That's right.
Yeah, he's way out in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It's like when everyone votes for me. It's like, thanks.
We did have
I was looking, in all fairness, I was watching the kid. Where'd they get that mouse from?
That's, I think everybody's doing that right now. Nobody's watching me and listening. They're just all watching the kittens up in the kitten cam. It's way better. We did have California, Saskatchewan, which was unlikely. And then Rose Ellen has joined us and said Windows 95. And Georgia. Rose Ellen does not have time to play tonight, but much love. Well, thank you. We appreciate you swinging by. Let's see. Herd, who I'm riding with tonight, so herd mentality fits. So yeah, Trey has a group of bike riders that he rides with
There was
called.
kitten murder on this.
I think it's is it the herd or is it the Thundering Herd? Is it just the herd? He's typing. The herd. Okay. Then it's a group of people from all over the world who all go and bike ride using Zwift together, and they do like they go ride through France and stuff like that. So it's really cool. All right, so no points that round. Very interesting. All right, let's go to question number 6. I think I'm proud of you all, honestly. I think it's, you know, some people watched The Lion King, but nobody like decided to know enough about it to be able to answer trivia questions. And I think that that's good. I think I'm happy about knowing you all. All right, so 60 seconds on the clock. Director Taika Waititi also played which comedic Thor Ragnarok character?
Taika Waititi.
I feel like I said that, right? Did I nail it? I mean, I definitely said it slowly, like an idiot, but I feel like I actually got it right. All right, so there we go. We need to know which character did they play in Thor Ragnarok. Trace says the herd, and then Craig says the herd. He wasn't answering that question. He was answering the bike group that he's with.
I'm fully aware, and yet I'm on that boat.
All right, fair enough.
I know who he was, but I can't remember the name of the character.
Oh, all right. Well, let's go over to the chat and see if anybody else gets it. Let's see. So Craig has gone with the herd, the bicycling group. Trey says the rock guy ? Can't remember the name, which is very similar to what Shaggy said. The rock guy can't remember the name.
He's right. That's who it is.
So Smiles has gone with a Karen. Nico's gone with Cork. And then Korg.
Sorry, I spelled it wrong.
And then looks like Karen agrees with her. The alien, says Melissa. There's a lot of aliens in that movie. That's very inclusive of you. I
It's
appreciate
another movie I haven't seen.
It's
Oh,
pretty,
that one's worth watching.
yeah, it's pretty good.
That's a great one.
Ian says Ace Ventura, who I don't believe was in the movie. I don't remember. Danny says Krog. And Suitor says Septic. So we do have a Karen on the board. So we have to ask, did anyone get it right? And the answer is yes. 2 people got it right. I think if we are accepting the fact that Cork was a mistype and Korg
Thank
was
you.
the
Sorry.
correction. Korg is the correct answer. So we're definitely going to give points to Nico, who got it first. Right, 2 points there, and a point to Karen as well.
This is one of my favorite movies. It's just so funny. I like the Thor series because it doesn't take itself seriously.
Right. Well, and that's
some of
important.
the one like the DC universe right now. I just can't even, except Wonder Woman.
Well, and it's important. Like, I think sometimes like the whole superhero franchise has forgotten that they are comic books.
Right.
And
That's my point. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, is this what we're doing now? Like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Like, at least Thor, at no point in time do they go, you know what we're gonna do? Make a serious Thor.
Yeah.
Like, let's make a serious Thor movie.
I was very fond of Fat Thor.
Yes, that Thor was amazing, but it was depressing.
Yeah, depressed Fat Thor was pretty awesome. All right, so
Oh, we've changed camera angles, so now that they are awake.
no, okay. Now they're in the play area. That's good. Okay, so we've got some things that I think we could probably have questions about. First of all, how do people feel about the rock guy? What do we think? Do we think that that's good?
We can Wheel of Fate the
Right,
rock
Google.
guy.
We can wheel
It
of
is the
fate.
rock guy.
So you think that maybe we could solve that using the wheel
Wheel!
of fate? All right. Wheel of Fate it is for Rock Guy, which is going to be both Trey and Shaggy. Let's see what the Wheel of Fate has to say.
Even after Googling the picture of the guy, I still don't even remember the character.
Absolutely not, it says. Unfortunately.
Oh,
Yeah, very sad, but the Wheel of Fate says that you had to be more specific.
Who earns?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. It's not like I run the show. But yeah, you don't remember this guy? He's great. He has like a New Zealand accent, and it's a very like calm, kind of quiet accent. And so he's like, "Oh, I think I'll go get that stick now." But he's this gigantic rock like guy made out of rock. So he sounds like one of like the Concords, right? Like
yes.
from Flight of the Concords. Like he's one of those guys, but he also he reminds me honestly of like the Flight of the Concords manager, like his mannerisms and stuff. And then but he is an animated character that is gigantic and made of rocks. But
I
like
even like the bonus scene. I don't know. It was so good.
He also did a character in The Mandalorian.
did he?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't have Disney Plus, so I don't get to see Baby Yodas. It is
I've not seen The Mandalorian either.
yeah. I'm a bad nerd that way, but that's okay.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of over Star Wars.
Too many Star Wars.
They just keep doing it.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Why can't you
Mandalorian, you can watch Mandalorian on its own without ever watching anything Star Wars.
I just want to know why can't they have Star Peace? After all these years.
That's Star Trek.
That's right. All right, so let's move on to question number 6. Right? Oh, that was question number 6. Let's go to question number 7. Question number 7. That's what I did. I didn't go to 6 because nobody had answered to 5 correctly. So I moved the numbers around incorrectly. Let's go to 7.
Yeah, 7 normally comes after 6.
It does, yeah. It all depends on where you are in the universe and how fast you're going. So let's.
I'm going 40 miles an hour.
Yeah. So yeah, you're probably already at 7. What is the longest Harry Potter film if you do not count the extended versions? So the longest film from the Harry Potter series as it went to theaters, non-extended version. It's tough, right? Can't even do closest on this one because I'm not asking you how long it was. Oh, there's a cat. Nico's got a cat. The other cat's like, I don't know what to do with this ramp thing. I'm gonna eat this laptop. That's what I'm gonna do. Totally eating this laptop. Let's see. We got some answers. Star Wars makes you sad, says Septic. That's very. That's very. It's great. Group ride starting. Not enough devices. Gotta go. Gotta lose Twitch. Gonna keep Zoom so I can listen in. All right. That sounds fair. So we're losing Trey on the answers, but let's see. Why does Star Wars make you sad? All of the new Disney stuff. Oh, that's the saddest part. Okay.
I welcome my Disney overlord.
Melissa says Goblet of Fire. Craig says 5. Caps lock. Harry needed more time for all the angst. Which one is number 5? Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban. Those are our answers. Can someone look up what number 5 is? Do we know which number 5 is? I don't.
Order of the Phoenix.
Order of the Phoenix. Okay.
It's blue on blue. I couldn't read it from my shelf. That's why I just said 5.
5. It's 5 over. That one. All right. So we've got a few different answers. Chamber of Secrets. We've got Order of the Phoenix, and then also Prisoner of Azkaban. And interestingly enough, Chamber of Secrets and Prisoner of Azkaban almost as popular 1-to-1. One has 3 and one has 2, but that's pretty close in the grand scheme of people answering. A lot of people didn't seem to answer this one. Oh, we also have Goblet of Fire. I missed that one up at top.
No, I'm driving. I can't answer.
That's fair. That is fair. And Trey is bike riding, so he can't answer. There's a lot of transportation happening right now. The kittens are playing. They can't answer. All right. The correct answer is the Chamber of Secrets. Danny got that one first. Septic and Mordecai also get points for that one. I assume the last one would have been the longest, except it got split, right? Because the last movie was actually like one book split into 2 movies, wasn't it?
Right.
Yes.
And so if you'd
I'm a geek.
meshed those together, that would have been the longest one. But
I'm a geek. I had Harry Potter in Spanish.
You had Harry Potter in Spanish.
My mom and sister visited Spain in high school, and they got me Harry Potter in Spanish.
How do you say Harry Potter in Spanish?
I don't know. I didn't read the book. I just kept it.
Oh, okay.
Harry Potter in Espanol.
I mean,
Yeah,
Harry
for
is.
some of the- For some of the different languages, they changed the name of the characters, and some of them in certain languages are absolutely ridiculous.
Right. Yeah, because they
Well,
had.
they had to do Tom Riddle's name because they needed the anagram to work.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But like Dumbledore is like Dumbledore or something like that. I think in
Sure.
like German or whatever.
That
I
makes
like
sense.
that better.
Yeah.
Dumbledore.
Can
Yeah.
we just do that one?
Yeah.
Good old Dumbledore. Dumbly-doobly-door with his 3 hearts. He's an octopus. Let's move on to question number 8. To the nearest 1,000th, how many words are in the complete works of Shakespeare? I'm going to go ahead and make this a closest question because it's going to be a little difficult, I think. But we're going to the near. Shaggy, what's that?
5 million.
5 million. All right.
Are we going unique words or just words in general? All of them.
I'm glad you asked because when I was researching this, I didn't.
Based on the number you see in front of you, is it all the unique ones or all of them?
I don't. It seems like these are all of them. I could be
have
wrong.
the unique work of Shakespeare on my bookshelf, but I'm not going to get it and count the words. So
No,
One,
I have a
two.
complete works. My complete works, it's like 6 inches thick, It
Yeah.
includes his last will and testament.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if the last will and testament counts as his works. Unless it was an iambic pentameter, I feel like it probably doesn't get counted. And unto my second wife, I leave my second best bed. All right. That's what he gave his ex-wife, right? I feel like that was his wife got his second best bed, his first wife. I remember reading that somewhere. All right. So time is up. Let's go over to the chat and see what people came up with. Septic beat you to it. Danny beat you to it, Septic. What is that? The Chamber of Secrets. Oh, yeah. Just barely, too, right? Look at that. It was like 7 seconds. 7 seconds between you. All right. We have answers that are ranging from 1 million almost down to 4,000. Smiles. 4,000 words. I feel like
We
that's
all
like,
wish it was only 4,000 words.
yeah, I feel like that's a large essay. I feel like I did that in college. I'm not that prolific. I think it's going to be higher than 4,000. I'm just guessing, and I have it in front of me. Let's see. And then we have, yeah, people ranging all over the place. That's really interesting. All right. Time is up over on Facebook as well. Nobody threw a Karen on this, which I'm a little surprised by, because somebody would have had to have gotten it exactly right, and that would have been pretty difficult. So remember, that's how it works with numerical things, even if they're closest. And it looks like this may be surprising to people that the closest person is gonna be Danny, but not by much, because Mordecai, also pretty darn close in the grand scheme of things. Danny was 4,000 words off, which is exactly what I assume Smiles was trying to help out with. If you add them to do together, they nailed it. It was like a team effort. It is 884,000 words. So I assume that is the number of words, not the number of unique words. That feels like the word count. Although he did have quite a vocabulary, so who knows? It's hard
And
to
he
say.
didn't even cheat because he was playing with the kittens and just typing random numbers. So
Yeah.
Literally, I just walked over and went.
he just like typed whatever and walked away. I was like, all right.
Yeah, you came in second, I think. I would say that's second, clearly. And ironically, your wife then came in probably third. So there you go. That's how you play the game, randomly.
Best way.
Everybody just on their laptop next to their screen, keep a random number generator. And then when you're not sure, you just hit the button. You're like, that's it. That's what we're going with. All right. So we're getting towards the end here, everybody. This is question number 9, which is not unusual from any of the other questions. It's very much similar to all the other questions and doesn't have a unique name of any type. Isn't that right, Shaggy?
Yes. Penultimate.
What was that, Danny? I didn't hear you.
Penultimate.
I don't think that's true. I think that's not what we call it anymore. That's not your word.
Oh, I don't listen to instructions really well, man. Here's some static. I'm going under a bridge.
In your house? Why did you build a bridge in your house? All right, let's go to question number 9, the second to last question. It is, in which city is the Corcovado Mountain? Corcovado Mountain. I think that's right. I'm going with Corcovado Mountain. If anybody feels like it would be better to be said some other way, I am open to other things. All right. Let's see what people come up with for this. Why we need more cats Cats, come on, do something ridiculous. Eat one another.
It's thundering right now. I'm surprised they're ignoring it. I keep like googling the weather. Like, oh, we're gonna hit by another crazy storm.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I saw sporadic storms that might happen down here. Trey had a like a flood watch like last night, and I don't even think I got rain over here, and I'm only like 30 minutes away from him, so I was kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, the kittens got scared the other night. It was like 4:45 in the morning, and there was a giant thunder, and I came running down the stairs, and they were both hiding in the carrier, and they were like, "Oh my god,
what is happening?"
Yeah, and as soon as like we walked in the door, they forgot all about the thunderstorm, so they were fine as long as we were in here. But I have to get up every like 3 hours to make sure they haven't rolled around in their poop, which they normally have. So yeah, that's why we call them Mr. and Mr. Poopy Pants, because they are full of poop.
They are. It's your fault though. You keep feeding them. That's the problem.
Yeah, we should stop.
If you don't feed them, they stop pooping.
True story.
They also stop breathing and moving, but they definitely stop pooping. The smell doesn't get better. I'll be honest. What?
But clean.
But clean. Yes, they are definitely clean. And although the dust to dust thing means you definitely need to dust more. So let's see. Mordecai says, "Damn it, didn't read the question." This is a surprising issue that I've noticed.
I forget to read the question. Was it city?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
So we have the city of Italy, the city of Brazil. Septic saying yes, because Italy is a city. He caught himself very early.
It's the place with the big Jesus on the mountain. Wherever that city is. I know it's in Brazil.
Danny says it's Rio de Janeiro. Craig says that might be Vatican City, which would be really appropriate to have a giant Jesus.
Checking off both the city and the country.
Gotcha. That Venn diagram is a circle. All right. Mexico City, says Diana. And Santo Domingo, says Melissa. And then some of the people who said Brazil and or Italy realized that they are not cities, which is good. I'm glad to hear that. And Mordecai says, back to random answers. All right. Yes, Rio de Janeiro is the correct answer. Danny's the only one to get that in the time allotted, although Nico did get it as soon as we said what the correct answer is, which is good. It's a good time to get it. No, nothing to be ashamed of there at all. All right. So this is it. The last question of the night. We've made good time. So many people hanging out with us, and this is wonderful. Let's go to question number 10. Question number 10. Question number 10 is, how many permanent teeth does a dog have? And just to clarify, if you answer 0 because all of them can be removed, that is incorrect. That is not the correct answer. We're asking,
how many of them are canine?
9, obviously, right? The answer's in the question. Yeah, so we're talking about the ones that usually stay in the mouth by design, even if you can remove them with rocks. That's not what we're looking for. All right. Craig has gone with $1. $1 worth of teeth are in. All right. I wasn't looking for the price of it, but Danny has gone with a Karen, which is quite unfortunate. Trey would have probably gotten this one right.
Dogs are similar to humans in that respect.
How is that unfortunate that I went with a Karen?
Because if people are trying to follow you and then you go with a Karen, that means that it's really hard.
Or perhaps I know it and I'm just trying to fuck with people.
That's true. That could be it, but I doubt it. We'll see. You know what? We'll wait. We're going to wait for the time to run out. I would think if you were messing with people, you would have done the Karen really early. and then that would have like really messed with people. But
You know, Keith, I'm a little sadistic on occasion, and it's Friday. I had a really hard day at work.
did you?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, so then in that case, what is the correct answer, Danny?
42.
It is 42. You are correct. So Trey would have probably gotten this right by accident because he would have guessed 42 being a smartass and would have gotten a point. So if everybody's okay with this, I'm just going to give Trey a point for this one because I think it's a gimme. I feel like that we can all agree that that's what would have happened.
I told you it was similar to humans.
Yeah, I saw everything under 30 and started getting nervous because I thought it was in the 40s.
Mm-hmm. Craig thought there was just one big tooth.
Well, no, I thought it was in the 40s, and then everyone lowballed me, and I thought I was an idiot. I was not.
Oh,
I was wrong.
That's when you went with $1? You were like, well, I thought it was in the 40s, so I'm just going to go with $1.
That's very influential.
Yes. Yes, indeed. All right. So a point goes to Danny, and a point goes to Smiles, who voted with Danny right at the last second, which was brilliant. Brilliant way to do that. And then we're going to give a point to Trey as well, because we know just due to smart assness, he would have gotten that. All right. So that is the whole show. That is all of the questions. That is them. There are no more. Let's move over and take a look at the shares and see who else deserves some points. That's important. We need
The questions are gender neutral.
They're gender neutral? What do you mean?
You just called them that, them.
Well, yeah.
That is them.
No, it's only over the weekend do the questions become dicks. Because they're harder. You get it? They're harder questions. Yeah. All right. So let's see. How do I get to? I want to go to I have to go to my group, and I have to look at it like I'm not me. You hear this every single show, but it's just insane. I can't go to our page. Can't go to Another Wasted Hour as me and see who shared it. I don't know why that is a good security thing. I'm not sure. Doesn't make any sense to me. But that is the facts. And then I have to look at it like I'm someone else. And then it'll show me who shared the show. So I still have access to all of the information. I just have to press an additional button to get it, which is just weird. I don't know why that is a thing. And Rose Ellen, although wasn't able to play, did get a point for sharing. I've got Craig, Mordecai, and Nico all sharing the show over on Facebook. Thank you to all of you. And then let's check the host count and see. Princess Fussy Pants, even though she's not here, how nice of her. The Shaggy Freak, even while driving, is able to host the show. And Trey, while riding a bicycle like a circus freak, is able to host the show. So that is impressive. And then also Old Guy Gaming Time, my good friend Mike, probably will stream tonight. I might be jumping on as well with him, where we've been doing Deep Rock Galactic, which is basically drunken dwarven space miners. So if that sounds interesting to you, feel free to jump on. And it's Old Guy Gaming Time, available on Twitch and YouTube. I think there might be other places, but definitely Twitch and YouTube. Smile says, I was going to Karen anyway. Nice. I like that. That's you're asserting dominance. I wasn't following Danny. I was going to do it anyway. Just so you know. All right. So that is, you're your own woman. You stand by that. That's important. All right. So let's take a look at the whole thing and stuff. Did I miss any?
You say old time game. I don't find him here.
Old Guy Gaming Time.
Oh no, there is somebody. It says old time gamer, but he's
No.
playing board games on TV. It's a different thing.
Yeah, no, old guy, not old time. I think old time gaming would be like board games, I would think.
Pushing a hoop down the road with a stick.
Yeah.
I follow him, so I'll just post a link in the chat.
Old guy gaming time?
Yeah.
Oh, all
There's
right.
also an old guy gaming, which has like a 900, almost 900 followers.
Yeah, that's probably not him.
He's got not as many followers.
No, but more
And
than
then
me.
Happy Old Guy Gaming looks like a CGI grandpa and doesn't look real.
I posted the link in the chat.
All right, there you go.
Bellies, kitty bellies.
Right now, Caitlin is playing Trivial Pursuit with her friend Nia while she's on vacation because it's raining. We apparently need a question about Gary Gilmore.
Do we need to send her a live video of the kittens? Should I just send her the link?
You could probably sit. She would appreciate either one, I think. Let's see. All right, let's see what's going on. That I have to go with to find out who won. That's what I need to do. That seems important. Let's do that. Today, trivia today. Order by most amount of points of the day. Sort. Descending. Our winner today looks like it is Nico. Nico is our winner. Yes. Congratulations, Nico.
Do I get extra points for kittens?
Congratulations.
I won.
Yeah, basically. So a lot of people were very close to you, but you got an extra 100 points for kittens. So it really pulled you away. And it was 50 points per kitten. You and Mordecai both got it, but you were a little bit higher on him because he answered more things correctly. He was using random answers. All right, so type your acceptance speech in the chat, and we'll give that and what color you'd like the studio. While we're doing that, folks, don't forget about all the business. Let's do it. If you're one of the first 3 people here in the chat and you type the word first, second, or third in the correct order, you get points. To do that, you will probably want to subscribe or follow this show. And in addition to that, you'll probably want to turn on notifications, because although we go on live at 7 o'clock, it's not always exactly at 7 o'clock. Sometimes a little early, sometimes a little late. So in order to do that, you'll want to get notified, right? That's important. Plus, we can't do the show unless we have at least 10 people. So you don't want to be late. That's crazy. Also, if we can't do the show for whatever reason, don't forget that we will post that to our social media. So go check us out, A Wasted Hour on Twitter and Another Wasted Hour on Instagram and Facebook. We also have a little secret group called Another Wasted Group, where we talk about the show and how we might change it and things like that. So join us there if you want to be part of that conversation, if you have any ideas or anything. Don't forget that this is also all based off of a podcast. That podcast, funny enough, also called Another Wasted Hour. So if you go and search for Another Wasted Hour anywhere that you'd get a podcast, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, anywhere else, you will probably find our podcast, and you can subscribe. You can give us a review and some stars if the platform allows it. We would appreciate it, because hopefully that'll get started up again, and you'll have some trivia there, some crazy news, lots of comedy, but also you'll be exposed to some really fantastic artists and musicians from the Washington, D.C. area that you've probably never heard of before. So we'd love for you to check that out. And it does look like we do have an acceptance speech. It does look like perhaps it is in the form of a song, which is soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur, happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. Thanks for another awesome Friday. See you all tomorrow, says Nico. And she didn't say what color she wants. What color do you want, Nico?
Oh, let's do. Oh, didn't we do orange already? Let's do green again.
Green. All right, we'll do green. Craig believes that tonight's show was perfect. Let's see what you've done. I will leave the meeting open for all the people that want to join but not be on the show after we've cut the stream. So you're welcome to come join the happy hour. Or you can peel off. I think Afterwards, we're gonna probably do some streaming over at Old Guy Gaming Time, and so you can catch us there as well. But that is about it, everybody. That's all I've got for tonight. So until tomorrow at 7 o'clock, everybody stay safe, stay healthy. Please take the precautions you need to in which to maintain that, because we do not want you getting sick and dying because, well, we like you. And also shout out to all the people who have been essential workers through all of this. We appreciate your sacrifice. We don't have a final word of the day because Caitlin is again not here, but I think she might be here tomorrow night. So we may see her again. Don't forget, tomorrow it is a submission Saturday. So everybody bring your submission so that we have 10 questions. You get to be the leader of the quiz for one of those questions, at least the first 10 people into the show. So make sure you're here for that. What's that, Nico?
Questions will be cat themed.
All cat themed questions. All right. That is the theme Thursday, is all cat themed. All right, so that is it, everyone. I think that's all the things I've got. So, yeah, I think we're going to head out. Have a great night. Have a great weekend if we don't see you over the weekend. Otherwise, 7 o'clock tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat place. We'll see you then. All right, bye.